Greetings everyone, this is Elizabeth and today is October 13th of our Halloween / fall card making series. Now this one is definitely going to be a little more Halloween. I received some goodies from Debbie J from Debbie J's Crafting Corner, and I instantly knew I needed to make a card with this. The wrappings, okay, we've got orange, we've got, it's like almost a chocolatey color in real life, but I guess it could be black, just, you know, their inking process, and then with orange spots. Now, if you have some tissues, maybe some fall colors, oranges, golds, yellows, whatever you have available, or even some cardstock, you could easily change this up to a fall card. And here is, look at that cute little package. We are going to dismantle this. This is going into our card. For this, when I saw this, I was reminded of the stamp that I have not stamped in, let's say, 20 years. The poor guy's been sitting up there on the shelf, not being used, and I stamped him out with a little bit of VersaFine. Let me rephrase that. You put some Versamark down, then you put your VersaFine Clear down, because you know that's a nice rich black, but I wanted to make sure it was going to hold my embossing powder, so that's where the little Versamark comes in handy, and it won't mess up your VersaFine Clear or any black that you put over the top of it. And then I just sprinkled on a clear embossing powder that had some mica shifty goodness in it. Okay, so whatever you have for embossing powder will work. And then I just fussy cut that out. And she also sent these cute little things and some buttons, and her buttons were a little bit small, so I pulled out my buttons, which again, years have been sitting there and hardly used. She sent some washi tape, which is very clever, just a little plastic piece so it'll peel off of there, because you know washi is like repositionable stuff. And then this was wrapped around the package, trick or treat ribbon. We are going to need some liquid glue, and for applications like paper on paper, or rather tissue on paper, I do like the Modge Podge. Now, if you're thinking, it's such a big container, they do have smaller containers, and I've had this well over 20 years or more. This might even be one of the ones out of my mom's stash. They do get a little bit hard to open if they've sat there a long time, but it's still good. No mold, no nothing. It just, you know, and it gets super hot here. It gets super cold in the attic, super hot. It changes the smell a little bit, but I have not had any problems with it gluing down. So definitely know that your investment in Modge Podge will last a really long time. So even if you use it just a little bit. I did invest in some Modge Podge paint brushes. Okay, they're a little bit shorter bristle, which means you don't get glue up in there. Now you see there's a little bit of stiffness right there. Well, that stiffness ran all the way to the tips. I didn't clean it very good, and it was stiff right up to the little bitty tips. And all I've been doing is soaking it in some water. Swirl it around, dry it off, give a gentle bend back and forth, put it back in the water. It'll eventually loosen up because Modge Podge is a water-based, and with enough water and patience, it will clean your brush. So you don't have to worry if you accidentally don't clean it good enough. You might worry if you use it and don't clean it at all. I don't know if that can come clean, but if you know, it gets a little stiff, you can just let it soak in some water and be good to go. I do have my panels. Let me actually trim them down so that I don't have to trim them after. Hold on one second. So these little panels are 4 by 5 1/4, okay? And I do think I have enough material to do 2 cards. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. And I just wanted to see how it would look on black and white. And I'm just gonna grab my tissue, okay? This is what's great about this tissue. It's way bigger than our cards. So we'll be able to get quite a bit out of this. So I went to do the basket weave, and it dawned on me I shouldn't have covered the whole paper in glue. I should have just glued little bits of the part that I needed glued down at the time. So next time I gotta remember that. Don't glue the whole thing for a basket weave. Otherwise you're like trying to hold 50 million stripes up and it's not working. This is still drying. It won't take very long, but here's what it looks like when you do a coat of the Modge Podge on the top, and it dries clear and it dries not sticky. So I have a little bit of tack. That means it's still wet. I wonder, let me grab some foil. Okay. This is just some foil. Ooh, it is sticking in a few places. Just some foil from a project I did. It's not holding a ton, but that's okay. We're just getting a little grungy effect. Pick it up wherever it was sticky. Woohoo, look at that. If I'd have got to it a little bit sooner, we would have been able to get more of the foil to stick into the gluing process. But hey, a little bit is better than none, right? Fabulous, look at that. So we have just some green speckly highlights. Next step, we're just gonna go ahead and trim this off, or you can glue it back, whichever you want to do. I am gonna just trim mine though. Get my glue scissors. And my glue scissors are just scissors I dedicate to anything that potentially has some stick on them, because I feel they do eventually wear out and get gross. And then you gotta clean them. And if you find little bits that need gluing, that's just simple simples. You can even do little touch-ups with your regular glue. Okay. And then just kind of spread it out. Just like so. Okay. I just wouldn't recommend, I mean, you could use your regular liquid glue as a the base glue like we did with the Modge Podge. However, this is a lot more expensive than a jar of Modge Podge. You can even get some Modge Podge now at the Dollar Tree. Well, some Dollar Trees, not all. Not all Dollar Trees are created equal, unfortunately. Okay, so this is a great way to create some backgrounds. Now at Christmas time, you get your Christmas tissues, Easter tissues. So keep that in mind, that you can keep your tissues and make some cards. And for this one, because, you know, I didn't do exactly what I wanted, but I wanted to add some more interest. So when I overlap them, I just peeled back what was overlapping so I didn't have to glue it down. And I really like this. It gives a little bit of shine because that's how the glue dries, is shiny. But you can, well, this one's supposed to be matte, but it looks a little shiny to me. So then we get to pull out our other elements. Let's pull apart our bag. And this one has a seal right there. So that's where we're gonna cut. Just like so, and then across the bottom here. Ta-da! Look at that. Actually, kind of a simple bag, you guys. Pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to decide. I think I'm going to do cats across the bottom and then cats down the side. So cats across the bottom. What do you think so far? Aren't they cute? Oh my goodness. So now we've got our little doilies. Oh, I think that would be fabulous right there. With their little cat. And then this one right up there with maybe just a button, maybe a pop of color. Oh, look at that. I'm digging this. We don't want this to hang off too much. A little bit is okay because we did trim this down. So it's a little bit smaller than our card front. But yeah. Although I'm thinking, could we put a button behind the cat? Would that even show up? Nope. Not quite big enough. That's alright though. It'll be just fine, just like that. Maybe get some of these. Maybe add our color that way. A little bit of button. Okay, so we're gonna add these down with really strong double stick dots. How fun is that? Let's get them on their card bases. I'm gonna put the white one on a black card base. And I'm going to put the black one, yep, you guessed it, on a white card base. So this one will open like this, and this one will open like that. Let me get those glued down. I think they're fabulous. Look at how cute they are. And this is just with scraps and stuff I've had forever and a day and never used. Literally one stamp or decal, sticker, anything that you have will work. Okay. Switch out. I mean, you could keep the orange and black and then maybe do some leaves, and you can keep the button and stuff and maybe a pumpkin without a face, and you instantly have a fall card. Because of course the orange and black just, it fits with your fall theme. And if you're not into orange and black, don't forget, fall can be whatever color you like. There's a beautiful teal and tan color scheme that I bought a paper pack of. Absolutely gorgeous. Would never have thought to use it for fall, but it works. So just keep that in mind. Use what you like, use what you have, and get crafty. Let me know what you think down in the comments. If it inspires you to use some leftovers, be sure to tag me at #ChatWithSassy on Instagram or Facebook. And you're welcome to join our group at Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends on Facebook. And you're welcome to post pictures, look at the pictures that are posted for inspiration. And we will see you next time. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.